Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Table full of orders. The only thing that is sad is I don't get to finish any of them because all of them want just the castings. So we're going to pour all these castings, and every single one of these is an Into Resin Mold today. We've got the heart flip top box, the square flip top box that I love so much. Look at that little piece in there. There we go. We have the 3 pudding jars again. Remember, I have to redo this green one. And then I have 2 of the other ones. So I'm going to have to do that one again because this person wanted the 3 as well. But I needed to redo hers. And this is for the same person. I just realized she wanted this pillow box. And she also wanted it in the same pastel green. So I might as well get all of her order done. And then we have this crystal edged coaster mold from Into Resin, and that's just going to be poured in clear. So we've got green and blue for there, pastel green, red. We're going to do my drip technique and see if it works in turquoise and orange for the 2 pudding jars, and clear for this. I think I said that. So I don't know how much I'm going to mix up. I'm just going to mix up a whole bunch. We're going to use the pressure pot to make sure they're as perfect as I can get them, and let's get started.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Penning dreams with the shimmer.
I'm starting with 24 ounces. Let's see how far that gets us, because I don't know how much of them hold. I never wrote on these molds because I didn't know that trick before. So the first one I'm going to start with is, do I want to do that? No. I'm going to start with these flip top boxes, because I do want these to go on. You know what? Somebody told me in the comments that, and I'm going to do it today. So the ones that have the holes, you know, like this one might be okay, but I don't know. And I was using the cookie grate that was cut, and not everybody can cut a cookie grate. Somebody told me to try parchment paper on there. I have no clue. Never tried that before, so we're going to try it today and see how well it turns out. So let's start mixing these up. So the heart one, she wanted half blue and half green. They may mix together. Let me get them mixed first before we do this. And I don't really know how much I need, but I do want to get this out of this cup. Let's do like 2? No, let's do 2.5. Start with 5 maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing. It's probably a little more than 5, but let's start with that. And then I do want to start splitting some of this up. The red, I'll do 4 of the red. And for the green, let me put that with that. I'm going to do, let's start with 7. Or let's start with 6. I just want to get this split up and out of this cup because it is too deep just to sit here and start curing on me. So half blue and half green. Give me a second. I don't like to have spills because then it gets on everything. And she wants them kind of glitz effect, I think, in there, but transparent at the same time. So I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know. We'll see. All we can do is try, right? Just get these. And I'm not going to, since I'm putting them in the pressure pot, I don't need the vacuum chamber. So the bubbles don't matter at this point. And I'm hoping these colors, you know what? I'm going to stir this and just let it sit here. And I think we're going to pour this one last. That way it can warm up as much as it's going to warm up while we wait. Need a little bit more blue, I think. This is Sapphire. The other was Evergreen, both by Octopus Inks. If you ever wonder where I'm getting my stuff, I don't always mention it, and a lot of people don't realize, just I know that from the comments. Everything's linked in the description box for you. So I don't know what device you're watching on, Even, well, you can actually get it on my TV. My television will let me look at a description box. I don't know if yours will, but if you're on a phone or a tablet or whatever, and you don't know where the description box is, thinking, should I put more blue in? Tap on the title, and there will be a more button that comes up. So you might have to tap on that more button to open it. And sometimes if you're on a phone, you have to tap that more button 2 times to get to the description box. And that's where you're going to find all my links, all my discount codes, any information, my email, all that kind of stuff is going to be there. Okay, let's do the red. And we'll put all that on that bottom tray. Transparent. This one is called Sweet Cherry. Ooh, that's definitely enough. That red is potent. And she wants this on the square box. So let me do these just in case. I don't want to go coloring everything in case I need more. I want to make sure I have some clear resin left. And let's see here. Trying to get everything to fit where you can see it. So we're going to try the parchment paper. I don't know. It could possibly work, and I didn't know, and I hope it does work. I really need to test it on a different one because this mold is actually pretty thick, and I don't even think I need the cookie grate type thing. Let me grab, there's something in there. So I don't even think I need that on this one. So we'll test this out a few times on ones that I do know that I need. All right, so I'm going to spritz this a little bit. Just a little dash. Make sure it gets down in that hinge part. And I actually want to kind of tip it around. There's a lot of facets in here. Lots of places to get stuck. There's a bubble that just came out. So that looks good. I don't even remember what I put in this cup now to write on the mold. So this one has an upside down lid. So it does need to be finished usually. I will dome it. But I will let her take care of it because they don't want them finished. Let me get a lighter. I do like to pop the bubbles every once in a great while. I will have one bubble left on the top of a piece. And I don't know why in the pressure pot. It looks like this one is a little off level too. Whoa. This is why I don't like to mix up a lot of resin at once. I feel like I'm rushing. Just needed a little. Let's see, now it's more off level. No, that's too much. What is going on? It just needs like a hair. Maybe a piece of paper. That better? Yep, that's better. But because, like I said, this one has the upside down, you really need a good dome on this. But then it's a handmade mold and you're going to have to trim, so it's like a catch-22 on these molds. And I don't think I'm going to have enough, so I'm going to end up mixing more, which is why I wanted to save some clear. This probably takes about 8 now that I'm seeing it. So let's mix up some more. That's why I didn't want to pre-color all of my colors. A couple drops of cherry. We'll do 2 drops. Hopefully they'll be the same. Alcohol inks are pretty easy. They typically will blend together during the curing process anyway. And we're going to need more. Oh my gosh. Trying not to overdo it. This is where your number comes in handy underneath the silicone glue, so you know what to do. So I'm going to end up mixing more resin for all of these projects. I bet you any money. We'll do 2 more drops. And because I'm not paying attention, I still won't know. More than I thought it was going to be. Okay, that's almost perfect. It will be perfect when I scrape it. But I have to still carry it over there, so I'm not sure I want to scrape it. I'll try to be really careful. And a little bit left in there. Look at that. That looks to be pretty good. There's the red. Let's move on. I'll just go ahead and pour that blue and green because I need to move this whole tray off. This is my bottom layer in the pressure pot, and then I'm going to try to fit it all into the large pressure pot. Just pop all those little bubbles that are surfacing. Okay, let's carefully move this so I can do this. Again, I don't know. They're probably going to blend. I apologize in advance. Most likely. Yeah, for sure they're going to blend. This is how she requested me to pour it. But I do not think you're going to see both colors. And this is what, just enough for the bottom. I'm going to need enough for the top too. I mean, I guess we could put glue in it, but it's too late at this point. Because there will be no taking it back out. All right, we're going to need some more. Let's pour what we have. The lid, we might get a little luckier because lids are different than jars. But I don't know. Let's get it all out before I even mix up more because I don't know how much I'm going to have. It's going to be close, but I definitely think I need some more. Maybe I'll just do some more green because I got a lot of blue in there. But I have a feeling. Let's just do another little bit of green. Then if I need more, I will do a little bit of blue. Let's do 2 drops of, oops, that was 3 drops, shoot. Of the green. And let's just get this. Yeah, that's going to be plenty. Try to keep it like in one area. So we can keep the blue where it's at. How we doing here? I think that's good. I'm gonna just scrape. Get a little dome on there. Let's break that surface right there. Get that down. We did good. So far, so good. It's gonna be mostly green, but I know this person pretty well, and I know she is not gonna care. Let's just get the bubbles popped. And get that out, whatever that is. I don't know if you could see it, but I could see it. A little piece of lint. All right, I'm going to move these to the pressure pot and we'll keep moving. Let's move on to the mint green, which is Pistachio by Let's Resin. And that is for these two. And again, they just want castings, so I don't get to finish anything. So you'll have to use your imagination on what you would do to them, if anything. A lot of people don't finish them. This is starting to get warm. Gots to move, gots to move. Maybe a little squirt more. And that should be good. Let me just use my other mixer here. And I probably need more. Again, I'm not guessing very well for these. Let's do this one first. I'm going to spritz it actually. They got a lot of hearts in here. And I want to make sure that they get covered. I'm just going to roll it around those hearts inside. And then fill it up. And then here's the lid, a screw top lid. If you don't know what a little pudding jar is, they have little screw top lids on them. Just got to get it in there so we're not, see those little bubbles coming out? Got to make sure it gets poked down into this tiny little area. So we don't miss anything. Let's put that right there. Maybe we'll be able to fit the other ones there. This isn't stirred perfectly. Hang on. Sorry about the background noise. If you hear it, don't know if you can hear it. But Don's still working upstairs now. That's probably a little too much. Yes, it is. Shoot. It's so easy to overfill these little things. So easy. Now these jars are the same way as the other one. What we're looking at right now for the lid, this is the top of our jar. So you do want a little bit of a dome on it, but then if you don't finish it, you're going to see your trim marks. So I'm going to be very careful. It's just a little too high still. Let me get the... All right. Let's squirt these roses as everything is warming up in my hands, which means the rest of it is warming up. Just going to open this up. Get it down in all those flowers. Just kind of squish it. Coat it, whatever you got to do. Very intricate top. This is like a little pillow. It's really cute. Let's just fill it up. Where's my bubble wand? And then get any bubbles out if we could see them, which kind of hard to see with this color. Whoops. Here we go. I hope it's okay. And just fill it up. And I think I'm going to spritz this one as well. It's got a lot of detail in there, so we're going to need some more. For sure. So we need to try to get the same color. That's what I don't like to do, is try to guess. Let's see, I don't know, 2 ounces maybe? 1.5? Let's start with 1.5. definitely going to need more resin for that coaster. I probably have it. I have enough for those 2 little. Maybe I'll pour that in the coaster and then mix up a few more ounces for the pudding jars. I don't know. We'll see how much we have left. Let's get that in there. Do I need more? Possibly. Ugh. I need just like 1 more ounce. 1 tiny little ounce. I am not guessing very well today. That way. I don't have enough for the coaster, so we're going to do the pudding jars. I'm hoping these colors are close. I need another drop or so. Oh, I'm so sticky today. Let's get that all in there. Yep, I used it all. Well, put it this way. I'm not like over mixing any colors today. I'm just under mixing them with a backup supply. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna torch all these bubbles. And then she wants me to play around with the drip technique and the other 2. With those colors that I pulled out, the teal and the, let me see this, the teal and the orange. So let's mix up the white, let me move this over. Let's mix up the white mica powder. And I need about 2 ounces. Hopefully I have about 2 ounces in here. And we're going to drip the white mica and the alcohol inks together. It's such a tiny little jar though, so I don't know if this is going to work. I'm just going to dissolve this. And then hopefully I have enough, about 2 ounces in here maybe. Just exactly. I know I'm going to need to scrape this. I'm definitely going to need all of it. For sure. They held a little more than I thought they did yesterday. Or whatever day it was. I made them the other day. Okay. That's all scraped. That's about 2 ounces. So this should be really close. Just get this stirred really good. All right. Let me just flip this around. I do want to pop bubbles since I don't need to rush anymore because everything is where it needs to be. Carefully move all this. Okay. Will both of these fit? That is the question. Yes, they will. They will. Okay, let's do the teal. And what I'm going to do is drip it in the mold. Carefully pour it and let it marble itself. I do need to get that down in that little lip, which I'll use a dotting tool to make sure so I don't have to lift it. And this one too. There's threads in there, a little tiny little thing. Cute little jar. Don't think I need any more color than that. Let's fill this one up. Of course, it's dripping down the side that I absolutely hate, even though I'm using a paper cup. Drives me nuts. All right, let's see. Let's drip in here. Come on, we don't want you dripping down the side. I like to have control. At least pouring, because I don't have any control of what it's going to do after it's poured. Let's just fill that one up. And I hope I have enough for the rest. Little drip in here. Again, these are the tops of the jars. Is this side. So the nice marbling would be beautiful if we can get it. I just need to drip like a drip. Okay, now I gotta see if I can carry it so full over to there. It's not too far, it's just right behind me, but still. Let's do this one. Oh, that one looks like it could use a little drop too. More than a drop. Let's do this one. This is Tiger Lily, and it's an orangey, salmony, I don't know, peachy kind of color. So let's do the same thing. Get it around that little edge, and around this edge. And then I'm going to squish it down in there. And the same in there. Let's just fill this one up. Like I said, this is the front we're going to see. So we want this marbled nicely. And let's put some more white in here. Drip some orange. One more drop. Oops, those don't stand up very well. That should be good. Okay, we had the perfect amount for just these pieces today. Almost perfect anyway. I need to get a little out of here and put it in there. Put it in here. There we go. That looks amazing. Let me put these aside. We're going to pour this into something, and then I'll mix up a few ounces of the clear. I don't have a lot left, so let's pour some of these crosses that I had in my drawer. So I think, I didn't put it through my vacuum chamber, though, so I don't know how they're going to come out. We're going to put both of these colors and see what happens. See what happens. I don't know. I'm just going to pour like right into the drops. That way they move. That might be pretty. Ooh, that is pretty together. Look at that. Sometimes my extras are amazing. Look at that. I have a little bit left. Let's do that again. Let's do it in the skinnier one. Just like that, and pour it in. I absolutely love this new method. It is my favorite, and it probably will be for a long time. These would make good bookmarks. We have a little tiny bit left. I wonder if I could do that one. Orange, teal. Let's see what happens. If I have enough, I might not have enough. Pretty close. If I scrape, it'll just need some extra trimming, that's all. Because there is nothing left. Hardly. Oh my gosh, am I going to have enough to dome this? One more drop in there. Yep, I think so. Actually, I could probably get some clear out of here just to finish it up. I don't know how much this coaster is going to hold, so we may have extra. Look at that. Perfect. Let me clean this mess up and I'll be back with some more. All right, I mixed up 5 more ounces. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the pressure pot. This one's easy enough to do on the table, but since we're using it and I have a 3rd layer in there, we're going to go ahead and do it. And if I have leftovers, well then we're going to do some more just like that. So let me get this filled up first. I'll move it over. It's pretty close. Well, maybe not close, probably 4 ounces. About 4 ounces. Okay, I'm going to move that over, put white in there, and then we'll get some colors. I have like, I don't know, an ounce, a little less than an ounce. Let's do this little butterfly that I like. I pulled these 2 out. These are from T-Rex, Paradise Teal and Wild Scarlet. So let's drip these in and see what the butterfly is going to look like. Do on opposite edges. Oops. And then pour right on top of that. I don't know if it's going to be spotty. It could be. And then let's do teal. And then pink. Maybe we'll get some purple out of it. Oh, I think we will. Fill that up. Oh, I have a little left. Not too bad. Let's do these then. Let's do teal. Try to pour it right into that dot of alcohol ink. Ooh, that's like red, white, and blue. Oh. Doesn't it look like red, white, and blue? That's so funny. I don't have a ton left in here. I don't think I have enough for that. So let me get a little quick cabochon mold. Something small. And we will do it in here. Let's do the same colors. Why not? I think I have enough for 1, maybe 2. We'll do both colors. And then kind of pour it right over. Enough for 1. And I got to scrape. Scrape to get that one mold filled. Here we go. Well, now we wait. We wait and we hope. I hope, because they're orders, I really, really hope. Let me just put this away and pop a few bubbles on the surface. All right, I'm going to get you the comment of the day. See you in a sec. Okay, almost everything's ready to unmold. So I had I forgot to put the extras on the heat mat when I pulled these out. So the extras did not get cured. So the crosses are still, they cannot be unmolded yet because they're too soft because they're so thin. So we'll do those tomorrow. I did pull these out carefully, but they probably shouldn't have come out. But these are, isn't that cool? It's red, white, and blue. Who would have ever guessed? I have to go back and look at what those colors were because I don't remember. And it's perfect red, white, and blue. So those are cute. Okay, let's do, this one is obviously the simplest. Let's pull this one out, just a clear coaster mold. And look at the sparkle on that edge. So that's beautiful. So that is the most plain one of today. What do we want to do? Let's just go in and just do them. here is, and these actually stayed green and blue. Oh, I'm so happy. More green and blue, but I think she likes green more than blue, actually. And I think this, oh yeah, this is a nice, I thought it was a bubble, but it's not. So you just press the hinge right down in there instead of trying to maneuver it when it's cured. So that's a nice design. So that looks good. Absolutely perfect. No bubbles or anything. And then let's hope these are ready to come out. I think they are, because I did put them on the heat mat and they were in the pressure pot for a while today. And then when I put them on the heat mat, I just totally forgot about the extras. No big deal though. Let's pull this out. There we go. Look at that. That's so pretty. It worked really well for being alcohol ink and no glue. It worked amazingly. And honestly, it barely needs a trim, just a little file. And I'm not going to put this on. I'm going to let her do that, but it goes right like this. You could push it right on because it's not fully cured, but well, I guess I can do it. I want to take pictures anyway. There we go. Just a little flip top box. And I think this one can go either way, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't want to be messing around with it. So that is really pretty. Let's do her other flip top box. This is that one that I love that I did in the black and the brown and the gold. And she wanted it in red. So this one does go upside down, unfortunately. There's a little bit of overpour right there. I think I can get it right off. Yep. Comes off pretty easily. Just need a little nail file after that. So that's good. Let me move these so I don't lose them. Just loosen it all the way around. This is going to be gorgeous in red. Oop. Let's put that over here. And this one goes like this. Oh man, don't tell me. Oh, I was going to say, okay, one side has the hinge, one side has the clip. I almost flipped out that it did not come out right. You gotta be careful. You can usually like heat it up. There it goes on. And that kind of clips down like that. So you can barely even see where it opens and closes. So I just need to trim it for her. That is so pretty. Look at that color. That is so gorgeous. I hope you get the color that I'm seeing. And then it snaps right down. Okay, there's that one. Let's pull this one out and see what we got. That's so cute. Super cute. Oh, we do got one little bubble right there. That could be filled in. Not too bad. All right, let's do this one. This one was off their shelf for a while and then they put it back on. That is so cute. Little pillow box. A little bit of green from Unmixed. So we'll have to see what she says about that. If it's going to be a casting, it won't matter, but I'm not sure how she's going to finish it, if she's going to finish it, or what she's going to do with it. But everything else seems to have come out pretty good. You could even see the thorns on the stems. Cute, very cute. Let's hope this one came out this time. Let's see. Pull the jar out first. Yay! That came out great. So cute. And then the lid. Yay! It came out good. No problems with this one. Yesterday I had something issue on the top. That's why I had to re-pour that one. So I do need to do this one tomorrow in purple, just like this one. Oh gosh, I stained the mold. Thank God Bobby Joe said it's okay if you stain the molds. I hope so, because I definitely did stain your mold. I'm so glad it doesn't mess up your molds. That came out cute. Not too bad of a marbling job. Somebody said to unscrew it, but I guess it doesn't work. I thought it worked yesterday, but it's not working today. Plus, it's not 100%. Gosh, these lids are... Come on. It's got to be those threads that keeps it on there much harder than normal. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's totally stained. But that is adorable. These are the cutest little jars ever. So they don't want anything done to them, so I'm not going to do anything to them. Let's see, did this one stain? No, not really. That one's cute. We got the white and the blue. Well, it was supposed to be teal, but it came out blue. But I don't think she cares. Ooh, there we go. And there's the lid. So then you would, if you want a flat top, you can. Otherwise, you could decorate it like I have done in the past. Put a little crystal brooch on there or something, a butterfly, whatever you want. Doesn't even matter. These are for two different people. So I think that's it. These two are done for now. I just need to pour this one tomorrow. I'm trying to keep everything straight. So everything came out pretty decent. I do need to see if she's okay with the one bubble. Is that a bubble? It could just be a spot. Oh, I think that's just a spot because there's no like bubble. It's weird. It's like there's, I don't know, resin over it or something. But I don't know. We'll see. I like my custom orders. I'd like you to be happy on custom orders. I don't like you to be unhappy on custom orders because that is not how I roll. Okay, I'm going to get you pictures. There's really not much to do. I'll put a bail on this, but I'll wait till it's completely cured so I can trim that. And I would need to get this completely cured so I could trim that. So I'm really not going to do anything to them anyway. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I can't finish anything, but I got some exciting new molds in. Denise sent me. I will show them to you hopefully tomorrow. We might pour them. I'm not sure, but they are super cute. I love them. They're from Into Resin, one of their newest molds that just hit the market. So hopefully we'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. Come back tomorrow and we'll see. I will see you guys then. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart.